generally put out a poll or something like that to ask the question. So I said, ladies, name your favorite boss chick or bad bitch. Over 300 comments. But I also want to tell you guys some of the comments I saw, okay? I hearted some of them. Somebody said Nia Long. Several people said Beyonce. Somebody said Mariah Carey. One woman said Serena Williams. Somebody said Ruby Rose. A few people said Candace Owens. Angela Bassett. Somebody said Coach Stormy, Rihanna, Toria Myers, Oprah Winfrey. Several for Nicki Minaj. Lynn Whitfield, Saucy Santana, and the list goes on. Queen Latifah, MC Light. And what I did is I said, okay, all right, let's do something, okay? Let's do something. One, before we kind of just get out there, we need to put some parameters to this. So I said, number one, when you talk about these bad bees, okay? You take out the women who are over 45 by default. The general women who are over 45, you take them out. But you also have to do something else. You have to say, even if they're over 45 or under 45, you got to take out the women who did not identify themselves as bad bees or boss chicks. Like Diane Carroll. There's never a time that I recall herself referring to herself as anything like that. Okay? So if the woman over a certain age didn't refer to herself as that, but now if she's referred to herself in print, in her music, in her art as a bad chick or a boss bee, that's cool. So it kind of left the list. It kind of whittled the list down, and there are a lot of what I would consider obviously public figures in here. My question to every woman who identifies with bad chick or boss chick energy, one question and one question alone. Do you want their family life? Do you want their family life? Not their social life, because you can have an idea of what the social life is. Do you want their family life? That's the question. Do you want their family life? And if not, why are so many women championing what you consider to be bad bitch or boss bitch energy, all this other kind of stuff, if you wouldn't choose to switch and take their family life? Bottom line, because one of the things is I think a lot of women sit back and it looks good to you. If you are a nurse or a pharmacy tech or working in customer service somewhere, I think a lot of women, I talk to a lot of women and it looks exciting. It looks like women who are in charge. They're making money. They don't have to report to a boss. They're living life on their own terms. They're taking charge. But then ask yourself how many of these so-called self-proclaimed bad bitches or boss chicks are married. How many of them are married to men of value, men that they value? That's why I didn't want to use anybody's name, because it's not about anybody in particular. It's about an overall, it's about marketing. A lot of you ladies have bought into the notion that if you make a lot of money and got this outsized personality, that's going to make you happy. And you're going to get men at your feet or something. And I'm like, where do you see these bad chicks or boss bitches with men they value? What you tend to see more often than not is beautiful hair, great fashion sense, amazing pictures, nice trips, nice Instagram, good stuff. But the men you typically see these women around are beneath them. Just like a high-value man has to settle for a woman. You ain't seen a man on their level. You ain't seeing them walking around with millionaires. Why is that? Well, maybe it's choice. Maybe it's what they like. And here's the thing. I'm not here to talk about any of their choices. My thing is, if you like the bad bitch, boss chick thing, are you happy with the outcomes of your life? Now, I asked somebody this the other day, I asked a woman this the other day, at what age do you think women in general, black women in particular, kind of wake up from this delusion that you can be a boss chick, a bad bitch, and have it all, and da-da-da-da-da. And she said about 40 years old. And I'm like, I honestly, from what I've seen, I don't think they wake up until they're about 60 years old. 60 years old, and by that time, it's too late. At 60 years old, it's too late to be sitting around talking about, you know, there was a twerk contest of women in their 50s and 60s. We're talking about women with straight up granny fupas. We're talking about women built like Play-Doh, built like melting snowmans, getting out there twerking. I'm like, taking their shoes off. I'm like, I can see your corns from here. You got to use Vagisil to get down. What are you talking about? But that's the problem with this bad bitch, boss chick energy. It never stops. You got women, it used to be 40, but now 40 is the new 20. So now you got 40-year-olds still trying to kick it like they're 20, but they can't bounce back like they're 20. Then you got 50-year-olds talking about, I don't get the same attention as I used to get when I was a young 20-something model. So where do you really tend to see it stopping? You don't tend to see women over 60 complaining about the sexual marketplace, because that's done. That's globally. But I'm going to say, personally, what I've seen, especially in our community, you got women who are in their mid-50s, 60s, still thinking they can get down. So, is the boss chick, bad bitch, is it bullshit? Because I think it's bullshit, because most women can't live that way. You know, I think that the women who promote this stuff to you, they got products to sell, courses to sell, you know, and you, in order to live this bad chick, boss bitch thing, you got to make $250,000 or more. Actually, more than that, $500,000. You can't be a boss chick and a bad bitch making $100,000 a year. You got to be $500,000 or more. And I'm sorry, that's about the top 1% of women. So why is it you have women who are making high 6 figures, 7 figures, maybe even 8 figures, trying to tell average middle class, workaday women that you could be bad chicks and boss bitches? Because there's money in keeping you deluded. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's talk about it. I want to talk to women specifically who think the bad bitch, boss chick energy, the independent, go get the bag girls, is the way to go for most women. That's what I want to talk to you. If you really think, I want to hear that you tell your side why this is the way to go for women. Let's get it. Oh yeah, if you've been on here 2 or 3 times, yeah. So let's get it up. All right. Now here's the people, y'all in there just dissing folks. Oh yeah, I can now add moderators to the chat room. That's a good thing. Have I seen the DJ Envy video? Yes, I have. I will be discussing it. But, you know, even though he lied on me, and yes, DJ Envy, you straight up lied on me, I got rules. And married couples, you know, I got to see how I'm going to approach it. Yeah, just because he decided to lie on me doesn't mean I just kick my standards. So let's get it. Hello. All right. Hello.
Hello?
You got okay. When you get on camera, if you are requested to go live with me, I pick people at random. You need to be on camera, light source in front of your face. If I click on and your camera is dark, I'm going to assume you're a troll and I'm going to hang it up. B, don't hit the request to join live and not be ready. You're looking nice and cozy. Yeah, it's kind of chilly out here tonight. Be on camera. Bad bees that they can't get on camera. Y'all be ready. All right. So, hello. How are you?
Hey, Kevin.
Hey, how old are you?
I'm 28.
All right. So, are you down for this boss bitch bad chick energy?
Sure, because I feel like it's inevitable if you're not going to be married and you're not planning to, you know what I'm saying? It's like, why not? If you're not going to be a wife or present yourself as such, what else are you going to do? What else are you going to do?
Be normal. Be normal.
What is normal in this generation? What is normal? Really, literally, what's normal? That's just where I'm at.
Okay. You want to know?
Yes.
Are we being serious? Or are you being?
I'm being so serious.
Okay.
So serious.
Be normal is a 9 to 5 productive citizen. Take off the excessive makeup and the wig and go do what women have always done.
Right.
But my question is, what you said is, if you're not going to get married or present yourself as a wife, why not be a boss bee? Because it's an act.
Yeah, that's what I agree. I agree. Like for me, for example, all the makeup and stuff that I wear now, it's for social media. I love, and I'm not reading the comments because I know they go in on your thing. But
yeah, don't worry about
for
the comments.
me,
I'm not reading the comments either. But this is how the conversation.
For me, it's like it's many things. I do makeup and hair for a living, so I have fun with it. And really, this is going to kind of touch on what you're speaking on. I'm kind of in that weird space where I'm 28, I'm pushing 30, but the things I do are still very young-minded, like the makeup and the hair. But I'm also in that category of what you were talking about, like last week, the entrepreneur. That's just what I do. So it's like I do get judged quickly off of just little things. People don't even know me. That's life. But people see you, and the first thing they say, "Oh, look at her. She's got these."
It's not life. It's you made choices.
Life, yeah. And I've made choices in life.
You made choices to be independent. Well, because the choices you made to do. What do you say? You do makeup.
Yeah, I've been doing it for 9+ years.
Okay, but hold on. But you're 28. You could have chosen to do a boring ass job like your mother and your grandmother and women before you. You could have chosen just to
and be. I did both. I even tried doing it all at the same time.
No, that's not what that's not what they did. See, one thing that I find with modern women is you guys get bored quickly and y'all want to be entertained all the time. And I mean no offense when I say this, but it's almost like y'all are children. I don't want to
grow up. You're very young-minded, and we always say that men are young-minded, but I feel like
but the difference is reality comes for you 40 years before it comes for 30 years before it comes for your counterparts. Because you could do this at 28, but what does life look like at 60 years old? At this pace, no family, no kids. At 60.
For me personally.
Yeah.
Oh God, I hope I'm dead. I hope to God he takes me home. Because I mean, there's like, I understand why women choose this thing. It is a cope. A lot of things in life are just copes, don't you think?
So are you serious? You hope to be dead by 60?
If I'm not in a happy, loving relationship, I hope that I've left a good mark on this earth. I hope I just set my, not even alone, because I'm very big on co-parenting. It's because I have boys. So I hope their dads and I have gave them very good examples, the best we could before I leave. And I give them what I can, because yeah, I mean, like you said, I've made decisions and I can only do my best at this point. 28, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm divorced. You helped me realize I'm probably for the streets, Kevin. I'm probably
Well,
for the streets.
I don't know you, but my thing is, why are you giving up?
You were talking about it last week and you asked the question, basically, should we give up? And I think I should. I think it's time. And I don't even aim for high value men. My personal issue is, I'm just trying to be in a relationship. I have mental issues, and I realize that and I understand that.
But in order to be in a relationship, what kind of man do you want to be in a relationship with?
Personally, I go for affection. Like, I want to protect her and provide her and stuff.
Okay.
But
I need to focus on what I'm about to say.
Mm-hmm.
What is his career? Don't tell me the
problem.
feelings.
That's my problem.
Don't tell me the feelings. Tell me what he does for a living.
That's my problem. I never think about that. It's my problem. I'm not thinking about that.
You have children?
All like lovey-dovey, wanting to be in love. You have children? Yes, I'm divorced. I have children.
How many kids?
We have 2.
Okay. I'm going to ask you a direct question. When are you going to grow up?
Only time will tell.
Well, see, the thing is, a man couldn't do what you're doing. A man could not be 28 years old and have 2 children and be this ruthless, because child support will put him in jail. We can't go through life this way. We have to grow up. So my thing is, I get that you say you want to be in a relationship, and and the only way you're going to get what you want is to mature.
Right.
Act like a mature mother, divorcee woman, mother of 2. This is giving me high school vibes.
Right. And that's the thing, I've already chosen. And you're saying why? I guess it's just
okay.
I guess I've chosen to choose influencer, and you know what I'm saying?
Well, no, I don't, because I know most people who call themselves influencers are making me. I don't want to get too personal, but are you making substantial money?
No, not at all. I'm not saying that I'm financially stable because of it. I'm just saying I did choose this.
Well, let me take it away. If you were trying to be a singer or an actress and you couldn't book any gigs, at some point you'd have to go get a job. So you have to deal with reality. And this is the problem with this bad bitch boss chick energy. It breeds a delusion to where
it is. Like, I agree. I think it's just a cope. I agree. I don't disagree.
Well, I guess what I'm looking at, but who has custody of the kids?
Me, but this is really personal. But as of this year, I let them know that, and yes, it's 2. I let them both know that I think it's appropriate for men to raise boys. If I'm not your wife, I don't think it's appropriate for a mentally unstable, financially irresponsible Black woman to raise 2 different Black men. Yeah, the first one I married at 19, and the second one he proposed.
And how old is your youngest child?
2. I have an 8 and a 2-year-old.
Yeah. So, well.
But yeah, like I said, as of this year,
last question. Who champions boss chick bad bitch energy in Hispanic, Asian, Middle Eastern, and white culture?
In Spanish?
Yeah, Hispanic. Like which?
Party.
If you had to say, hold on. If you had to say, here are some white women who are public figures who champion the bad bitch boss stuff energy in white America. Here are the Asian women who champion the bad bitch boss chick thing in Asia. Outside of Black women, who's doing this in their culture? Ready?
These are my choices.
But I'm asking, what other culture or race of women is doing this
Oh, what other race actually identifies that way?
Yeah. Just
Oh,
living their life like this.
I think many women are doing it because it's just a trend.
But I'm saying, okay, many, then name me some non-black women who are prominent in their culture who are doing it.
They're influencers. Like there's a bunch of thick Asian women that do
Name
nails,
them.
or
Name
they're
them.
on
Name them.
okay. Her name is she does nails, and she was on uh and she goes with another girl too, and they just made a little video where they're saying we're not the same person.
Okay,
Um
but they're not. But what I'm saying is they're micro influencers. They're not major.
okay.
Name me the
Lovely
major
Mimi. Her
people.
name's Lovely Mimi. Her name's Lovely
Name me the
Mimi.
major people.
Main people don't talk like that.
Major.
They don't. Yeah, major people don't talk like that.
Why?
They're
But if
holding
I asked you to
themselves.
do it
They're
with black,
holding
if I asked
themselves
you to
up
do
to
that,
a
if I
different
asked you to do
standard.
that with black, if I asked you to do that with black women, you could name me a lot of black major figures who champion this.
I mean, I would say Cardi B. She's Hispanic. You know, I really believe it's just a trend. Like it's just a thing. It's like
You just answered my
what is
question. No,
even a
man.
bad bitch?
Cardi B identifies more with black culture than Hispanic culture. So basically, what I'm trying to get you to understand is black women are in particular. This is a thing with y'all. It has no long-term future. You can see how impractical it is, and no other group of women. Why aren't anybody else doing this? Why are they choosing boring and y'all are choosing this?
Well, I can only speak for myself. I really do believe it's a cope. I really do believe it's a cope for people that have already
Cope.
tried. Cope, cope.
Cope. I don't think that. I think that I don't. Huh. Okay. Well, I mean, I
Like
guess
a
that's your
settling,
opinion, but
kind of like
it's
a.
not coping. It's not really dealing with reality. I think one, this is what happens when you have no fathers and women are in charge of a community and women can just do what y'all want to, and that's fine. But then it comes with costs. It comes with consequences because you know at 60 it's not a good look. At 40 it's not a good look. So that's why I'm trying to understand the boss bitch bad chick energy doesn't end well. So you said if I'm not going to present my wife something like this or that, then why not? This is why not, because it ends badly. Then if you can agree that, then why continue to do it?
I don't think I personally do boss bitch anything. I'm just saying like it's
Yeah.
just a term. I feel like it's just a term. Like it's just a.
It's not a term. It comes with a look though.
Oh, I mean, this is not an everyday thing for me. I don't walk around like this all the time.
Everybody, I think the audience understands what I'm talking about, and it's what it really comes down to is it comes with and I'm trying to be as nice as possible, but it comes with an overall lack of seriousness. The women who tend to aspire to this don't tend to be very serious, tend to be very creative and very flighty and open-minded, and it just sounds good. And you tell them, and then you have women up here who may have prominence and money who telling you can be just like me, and no, you can't. Most people are going to be normal and average. And the issue is kids and relationships get caught up in this, and then when men are looking for wives, men can't keep families together with women who are all over the place. All right, appreciate it though.
Thank you, Kevin.
All right, I think it's, I mean,